Okay, pile number one. So this is all about the North Node. So what is the lesson, first of all, that this North Node is here to teach you? What is the lesson that this North Node is here to teach you? What is the lesson that the North Node is here to teach you? Wow. Awakening. Beautiful. We are off to an amazing start. So this North Node is here to awaken something within you. Let's get a little bit more information and see what it's here to awaken in you. Wow. Your inner voice. Your true voice. Huh. Wondering if there is a color that will strengthen you. That will support you this year. More than a year, actually. Because we have until July 2023. Anger in reverse. So if you've been holding in your anger, this, because you've been wanting to keep secrets, you've been wanting to protect, maybe protecting people in your family, maybe protecting, trying to keep your friendships in order. This transit is going to give you the power you need to speak your truth, which is what you've been hungry for. You've been wanting to speak your truth. So maybe actually wearing yellow, doing some yellow candle magic, wearing yellow, doing yellow candle magic, wearing red, doing some red candle magic, supporting that sacral chakra. Root chakra, excuse me, with yellow. And isn't it funny that I chose to burn this root chakra candle? I didn't burn the yellow one, which is over here. If you're experiencing issues with the central nervous system, or even I'm hearing like the reproductive system, even though that's typically associated with the sacral chakra, but all of the chakras really work together. If you find yourself overeating, like having this insatiable hunger, it could be because the solar plexus, which has to do with putting your will out into the world. Whoa, now you're coming through. Now I get it, Spirit. Perhaps you're eating because you're trying to fill something that can never be satiated. And you're awakening to this. You're awakening to this. That there's something that is not fulfilled. Because perhaps when you did express yourself before and express your needs before, it wasn't met with the response that you felt like you deserved. Interesting that we are going to the Zombie Tarot. I had a totally different deck out, but that's interesting. What do you want Pile 1 to know about this transit? And this hunger and this anger. That's way too many. Thank you. That's good. And we'll let this one fall too, because you were trying to fall. Wow. So we have the Three of Wands. So this incense is a lot. So coming together, and actually breaking things apart, that have been held from you, exposing secrets. This makes sense. Because up here, we have this happy family, right? But then this is going on right under their noses and they have no idea. And so this is a time for you to tap into the subconscious to see things more clearly and coming out of denial. And sometimes coming out of denial is ugly. It's brutal. It's terrifying. And perhaps you're keeping yourself in this space because you don't want to experience this. You don't want to also trigger other people's anger and tear your world apart. But the truth is, pile number one, the world is on fire anyway. But after whatever world you've been trying desperately to hold on to, and isn't this interesting? This is even happening sort of on a grander scale. You've been trying to hold on to something that is it's time for it to go, right? But underneath the cracking, after everything is decimated, there is the chance for love. There is the chance for reconnection. There is protection. There is no protection in hiding your anger. There's no protection in denial and pretending that brutality is not happening. I'm hearing taking your head out of the sand. Taking your head out of the sand. Constantly picking things apart. Seven of Hazards, which represents Pentacles in this deck. Tilling, you know, in the traditional tarot, the person is working. They're working their garden. Taking things apart. And this is going to be you in this season. Digging into your subconscious. What's really going on in there? What's really going on with the fragmented pieces of yourself? The question for you is, who am I without my fragmentation? Who are you protecting? Right? Who am I protecting? Who gets to live their life happily? But the good news is, again, you are going to be speaking up. You are going to be speaking up to perhaps there was some kind of trauma that happened in your childhood and you've been keeping that secret, protecting people, hiding the brutality that you actually experienced. Wow. 11th house, friends. So turning to your friends. This year. maybe you had to make your friends your actual family. And we have reinvention. It's so funny because I was thinking about a makeover. We have reinvention in reverse, right? So it's not even, I was thinking makeover, but that's not it. That's not it. It's delving into who you really are. So maybe it would look like a reinvention, but really it's you coming into who you really are. And Mercury retrograde is Mercury is getting ready to go direct in a couple days. So that could even be a portal, a gateway for you stepping into these new energies. Let's get a crystal for you. Let's get a crystal for pile number 1, please. Thank you. Whoa, I have this on today. Holy smokes. We have hematite. I dug out this ring. I haven't worn this ring in probably over a year. That's nuts. And here it is, hematite. Grounding, magnetic pull, focus. With a magnetism that is sky high, hematite has the ability to absorb negative emotions and create strong energetic boundaries. Its authoritarian force release self-imposed limitations, a powerful stone to use in grounding oneself. Hematite activates the root chakra. Lord have mercy. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. And balances out the 7 chakras by pulling toxicity from your aura. Because remember, I was saying that even though it could be a root chakra issue, it's affecting the sacral chakra as well, because they're all connected. Wow. Deriving from the Latin word for blood, hematite cleanses the blood in the body by promoting circulation and energizing the nervous system to begin anew. Use hematite when you need that extra boost. Boom. Especially when we're talking about blood and cleaning the bloodline and clearing the bloodline. Wow. That is truly fantastic. That is all I have for you. Pile number 1, drop down in the comments and let me know if this resonates for you, as is this something that you've been thinking about? This bloodline issue here, this bloodline cleansing, this root chakra cleansing. The root chakra has to do with feeling like you have the right to be on the planet. You have a right to exist. And that is what is going to be awakened for you during this time. Drop down in the comments, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, if you picked the Labradorite pyramid, our magical, mystical Labradorite, you picked pile number 2. Considering that Labradorite has so many magical properties, cleansing, clearing, downloads, wondering if this is going to be my mystical pile. If this is going to be giving, I don't know, spiritual gifts, enhancements. I don't know. But Spirit, what do you have for pile number 2, please? What do you have for pile number 2? No, but that's way too many. We have action and leadership in reverse. So that's super interesting. Action and leadership in reverse. Is this about slowing down in this transit? What is this about? Not forcing things? Let's see. Spirit, can I get some clarification on action and leadership in reverse? What does this mean for pile number 2? What does this What does this mean with this transit? Huh, we got 2 cards for 2 things. So, wow. And even the colors for basil and leadership are very similar. Holy smokes. So we're gonna pay attention to this first. Basil, you're due to set out on a journey, be it physical or spiritual, so be ready for a change in your life. In Italy, pots of basil are left on the windowsill to indicate that guests are welcome. And in Tudor England, basil was given as a gift to ensure safety while traveling. Drawing this card suggests that you're inviting in a change of scenery. Be sensible about your decisions, and you will feel, and your feet will lead you safely to where you need to go. Oh, yeah. So it is kind of like going with the flow. It's like make your decision and allow spirit to move you and not trying to actually, again, force the issue, lead the issue. Allow yourself to be led, dare I say, by spirit. And then let's see about this pimpernel. The pimpernel is also known as the shepherd's weather glass, as it can both tell the time of day and foretell incoming weather. Its petals always close up at noon and will only open again if it's due to be sunny. If rain is on the way, the flowers won't open at all. You find yourself in a position of not being certain which direction to take, but all the signs you need to make the right decision are there. You just need to trust your ability to spot them. So we're not taking action until we have the appropriate signs. So here's the compass. So again, you're not using your will to lead you forward. You are allowing yourself to be led. That is the message of, I just keep hearing not force, not push or pull. What is our other message for the North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio? I'm actually being guided to talk about what needs to be put down, what needs to be let go of, a little bit more explicitly. What needs to be released during this transit? What is this transit going to help you release? Okay, you want to come out. I see you trying to come out. Yeah. Again, so swords are about ideas, but this is also force. This is also rigidity, tightness. Releasing that. Releasing the 9 of Wands. So, it's like, yeah, you won the fight, but at what cost? What did you lose? And what do you need to embrace? What does pile number 2 need to embrace? What does pile number 2 need to embrace? New ideas, like maybe you had some idea about what relationships look like, what marriage looks like. Maybe you had some ideas about what security looked like, and it's time to embrace some new things. Now, this makes perfect sense. Of course, we're going to be focusing on our security with Taurus as we move towards Taurus, we move towards our destiny. This card always, this is my ancestor card. This is very much like moving towards being the one in your family to break quote unquote generational curses. If you had outdated ideas about security because your family of origin had outdated ideas, or experienced poverty or being left out in the cold, things like that, you're being guided to keep going and to stay focused on what's coming and not what has been. Being open, again, being open to new things, being open to new ideas. Yeah. Outdated ideas create outdated actions. And so maybe that's why there's this pause, because there needs to be a restructuring. I was thinking about, for me, what happened when, sorry about that, when I was at the last time that the transit, the Taurus Scorpio transit was happening. So it happened in 2004 to 2005, 2006, something like that. I was reading last night. And during that time, I was actually moving into my new house. I bought my house in 2004, 2005. I can't even remember now. But now here we are again in this transit, and I'm actually looking to buy my second home. And when the transit started on the 18th, I actually started working to get the deed to my mother's home put in my name. So I now have the deed to my mom's name. The deed to my mom's home in mine. We are co-owners just in case anything happens, right? So right in line with that, there's that security, right? She's getting up in age. And so we have to, I feel like I have to protect what's ours. I was going to sell the home. I decided to keep the home and rent it, and letting go of my where I rent, and purchasing another home. So I'm very much, and I didn't even put that together literally until tonight. I was like, oh, wow, that is crazy. And then when the last transit before that happened, I was graduating high school. So that tells you a little bit about my age. Y'all can Google the transits if you want to know how old I be. Anything else for pile number 2? I literally was just talking about age. And here is Saturn. So this again makes me think about the story that I just told you about what's my own way of traveling through this transit. This transit can give you I'm not one for sort of the Western ideal of by this age you should have this, by this age you should, because I totally I'm so outside of that. Like, I'm so not there. But if you are concerned with wanting certain things, because Saturn is the timekeeper, this transit will give you the opportunity to attain the security that you're looking for. But it will take focus. It will take focus. Listen, I am still on a sabbatical. I took myself out of the workspace in November, and I had to do that. I had to put myself on pause. I had to pause actions so I could really figure out what I'm doing. Like, what are my next steps? Where am I going? Right? So this transit is very supportive of these types of actions and these types of movements. So let's see about a crystal. Let me know too, for those of you that may have been watching my channel for a while, how you feel about the new setup here. I'm constantly trying to change the channel. So let me know what you think. I get a crystal for pile number 2. Thanks. I'll take this one, even though I literally have never heard of this crystal before. Okay, it's snakeskin agate. Being comfortable in your own skin takes time, and snakeskin agate helps boost self-esteem and self-awareness, so you can do just that. Snakeskin agate gives you the confidence to step outside your comfort zone and explore new aspects of yourself, all within your discretion. Snakeskin agate can blend in with the crowd. So if you don't want to be seen and wish to carry on with your activities in peace, this is a stone for you. Snakeskin agate is able to facilitate a kundalini rising and encourages full embodiment of self. I love that. And that also goes with sort of the Scorpio, right? The regeneration piece. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect for, yeah, that's perfect. I love that. That's perfect. The protection piece, the cloaking piece, where it talks about if you don't want to be seen, if you don't want people to know everything that you're doing, the snakeskin agate would be great for you. That is what I have for you, pile number 2. Drop down in the comments. Let me know if you had a good time, and I'll see you again. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. If you pick this beautiful rose agate candle holder, this is the pile for you. So Spirit, whoa, I'm going to take these. I'm going to take these, and I'm going to actually leave this here because I feel like that's important. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to start off with this transit, letting you know that protection is around you, but you do need to cut some cords, do some soul retrieval, and call back your power. This Scorpio transit, again, the South Node is about gifts, talents, things that we've come into this life with from previous lives. It can also be a comfort zone, something that we have leaned too much in this life, and we need to go in a different direction. Also feel, I mean, this is just, yeah, it's what's happening over here right now. How are you being called to step up and lead? This is all about you stepping, and this is very Venus to me. This is very Venus. This feels very lovely, very obviously luxurious, gorgeous, all of those things. And so this transit is about you stepping into your priestess energy and knowing it's okay for you to do that. These cards were all in reverse, so we're going to talk about them now. So I feel like this is definitely some South Node energy here. Pillar of life, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. This was in reverse. So there is a need to do some sort of cord cutting, because if you've been leaning too much into sort of your past life trauma, perhaps you were alive in a time when it wasn't safe to be an oracle, whether you were male, female, two-spirit, gender non-conforming, etc., in a previous life that might not have been safe for you to be that. And so you've come into this life, perhaps you incarnated into a family that very much tried to mold and shape you. I'm feeling very much like Janet Jackson, control. We have break the chain also in reverse. Maybe you've been reluctant to break that chain, but you are being asked to do so. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. My God, this is so perfect. Not just with this rose quartz, this, which is so much about love, self-love, romantic love, all those good things. This is all so Venus. If you wonder why I'm talking about Venus, it's because Venus rules Taurus. And then it says the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. I know I used to get so irritated when people would say that, like say those things, like things happen through you, you have to go through, and all those things. And I have found myself repeating those things before. So if it's irritating to you, I know, I get it. It gets irritated to me too. However, it's kind of true. So that's just something for you to remember. And this transit is all about you saying yes. This transit is about you opening. Wow. This transit is about you opening. putting down your swords, putting down your fears, letting yourself be healed, stepping into a new world. Yep. Yep. What'd I say? Sorry for reaching. We have the Tower in reverse. Maybe you've been through in this lifetime many, many, many Tower moments. Right? Not saying that those Tower moments are over, because we all go through cycles, but this transit is a time for you to make peace with some of those Tower moments so that you can move forward stronger, better, wiser. I'm hearing like the $6 million man, like you're being rebuilt, you're being, you know, stronger, faster, wiser, so that you can see things before they happen. But there is a need to key into your cosmic energy. Also hearing sound healing. We have the Eight of Wands. This doesn't have to take a long time. This is also like this is good. I mean, this is good. We have Judgment in reverse. So letting go of the judgment. And as I just said, it doesn't have to take a long time. Wow. We have Judgment in reverse. Letting go of the judgment. It doesn't have to take a long time. These are fast moving messages. This is news. So you could have already been getting this message that it's time to shake some of these things loose. But you could also be getting a message of a new opportunity. This is exciting, pile number 3. What else do you have for pile number 3? Thank you. See, I love when they just slide out easily like that. We have the 11th house friends in reverse. You know, there may be some people that make you feel judged, that remind you of those Tower moments. These were, you know, these were all in reverse. So wondering if it's time to reevaluate your friendships in this transit. Again, you might hear something upsetting about a friend. A friend might like pull a stunt on you and leave you feeling like, oh my gosh, where did that come from? But it's a part of this breaking the chain process. And first and foremost, you know that you're protected. And so if something does happen, it's to help you cut the cords, call back your power, and show up in this priestess energy. I love it. I love it. This is great. Let's get a crystal. Let's get a crystal. Ooh, what's that? I swear you would think that I never saw these cards before, but there's just so many cards in this deck. Septarian, direction, fearless communication. Known as the Dragon Stone, Septarian instills fierce confidence and self-esteem, especially in front of an audience. However, as much as it improves your public appearance, it also protects your privacy, guarding your secrets, valuing your inner space. You cannot get more Scorpio than that. Incredibly grounded and connected to the earth, Septarian can pinpoint illnesses in the body and focuses on listening to the body's needs by building a strong relationship with it. The name Septarian comes from the Latin word septum, or seven, signifying the pattern of seven on the exterior of the crystal. And it resonates with what? Taurus, Sagittarius, and the sun. I don't see a 7 on here. Y'all see? Oh, I guess I kind of see a 7. Kinda, sorta. I kinda see a 7. I kinda see, that kinda looks like, okay, I'm just seeing things. All right. That's all I have for you. I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. If you pick the Aquamarine, this is the pile for you. I think it's pile number 4. Sorry about that. Pile number 4. All right. Pile number 4. Oh, that's so interesting. We have the self-care deck here. And This is all about that card. That crystal is all about calming and trusting and letting go. So let's see what the cards say. Ooh, pile number 4. Come on. Thank you. Oh my goodness. What is your message? What's the deal with this transit? So we have breathe in bliss, exhale the BS. So this actually, and then we have change one small thing today. Start small. This totally goes with that crystal. This was in reverse. This one was in the upright. And so it's like, if you haven't actually been doing this, obviously it's time to do it. That is going to be the vibe for this transit. Spirit, what do you have for pile number 4? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Interesting. So we have Chiron here for healing. And we have Venus for love. Venus, which rules Taurus, the sign that is propelling us forward for the next year and several months. Gosh, is it a year and a half? I think it's like a year and a half almost, because it's till July and it started in January. Yeah, like a year and a little over a half. So if you felt hurt in love, if you're healing from that, Scorpio can be a sign of deep wounding, can be a sign of regret and grudge holding and all of those things, but it's also a sign of regeneration. Shedding the old skin, you know? This is a year for that. Maybe so you can experience love for the first time, like a real love. Yeah. We have the Page of Cups, as I was talking about, a real love. So not somebody that's going to come and go and like tell you all these great things, you know, and then never show up for you and leave you like the 9 of Swords. This was in reverse. This is coming to an end. Wow, that's great. These both were in reverse. So this is going to be a year of healing. Oh, I love it. There is a need to replace whatever deep wounding you experience, though, with your true self. There is a need to step into something bigger. And if you feel like somebody is lying to you, trust your intuition. Trust your gut. These distractions are keeping you off of your path. This 9 of Swords energy is keeping you... Wow. What did I say? If you feel like someone's lying, they are. And you already got the heads up. You already got the heads up. Just because they're lying doesn't mean you have to. I told an ex once, I apologize for allowing you to believe that I was a doormat. I apologize for not showing up as my full self because I was experiencing lack and limitation when we met. That was the truth. And that was the absolute truth. I was not feeling good about myself, and it was 150% mirrored in that relationship. That went on for far too long. So it's time to end all that nonsense. Look at this. We have reflection in reverse. I had a feeling at the beginning of this that there was a perception. There's a mistake in the perception. And you know when people are lying to you all the time, gaslighting you, etc., that can make you not trust and believe in yourself. But this is confirmation for you that something else is coming, something bigger is coming. Hey! 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 New life is coming, okay? Something is leaving, but something new is coming. All right? That is, oh, let me get a crystal. They are jamming right outside my window. What's coming? What's coming? Ooh. Hello. What's coming, I said. What's coming? Stability, grounding. Tree agate is a stable force that grounds you back to earth, rooting you to the core of your being. A stone in resonance with nature, tree agate asks that you nurture the seeds you have planted and provides enough sustenance for them to succeed. Weed out the negativity and naysayers, including your inner critic, and know that despite it all, you are good enough. Tree agate promotes security in moments of growth, so you feel safe as you expand your journey. Follow your truth and know you are supported along the way. So there's a crystal for you. We also have rainbow Mayanite. Oh my God, it's stunning. Wow. Chakra alignment, foundation, karma, an exceptionally high vibrational stone. Rainbow Mayanite allows you to face any challenging karmic patterns and pulls out the drudgery of the past that is ingrained in the energetic body. It heals emotional trauma on every level, rebuilding the foundation for a healthy support system from the inside out. Connecting you to your spiritual team, this crystal can guide you in seeing multiple perspectives, offering many solutions. Existing in ultimate alignment with all chakras, Rainbow Mayanite helps you step into your authentic truth. There you go. And then we also have good old moonstone, which I have here and here. This is actually purple moonstone, which is quite rare, like me. There's our moonstone. Nurturing divine feminine, intuitive, drawing power from the divine feminine. Moonstone connects you to the goddess energy, activating your intuition. Moonstone can boost clairvoyant gifts and metaphysical powers, asking that you trust in the unknown beyond what you can see in this realm. The reflective nature of the crystals is much like the moon themselves, a cycle of change from the new beginnings to full release. Moonstone balances masculine energy with a feminine touch, teaching the art of receptivity and serendipity. It is especially potent during the waxing moon. There you go. Those are the 3 crystals. That is what I have for you, pile number 4. Good luck in your healing process. I hope that this reading provided you with the information, inspiration, and confirmation to help you move forward. And I will see you next time. Bye.